if you want to be above everybody else, here's the one habit I can give you. Track yourself. Literally, get a piece of paper and say, did I do this thing or did I not do this thing? And check it off. Boom. Now, there's a lot of ways you can track yourself. I'll show some of my trackers up here. As you can see, I've been tracking myself for more than 800 days on some of these habits. My meditation, my reading, my working out. I even track my food log to make sure I'm eating healthy. And I do all these things because if I don't, I'm not going to do what I say I'm going to do. If I say I want to read a book and I don't track myself to see if I did it or not, I'm not going to read. If I say I want to write every day, but I don't track myself to see if I've written anything, I won't do it. If I say I want to work out every day, if I want to run every day and I don't track myself to see if I do it, I'm not going to do it. And that's something so many people don't do. They don't track themselves. They just say they're going to do it, but they never look to see if they did it by tracking themselves. But if you can be the different group who actually tracks everything, every single thing they say they're going to do, I promise you, you will be above everyone else because you're going to be doing something nobody else is doing. You're going to be doing what you say you want to do. It is so easy for us to say these things we want to do and not do anything. It is so easy. And the only way to fix that is to track yourself. Now, there's a lot of ways you can track yourself. If you don't want to use your notes app or get a notepad, you can get a habit tracker. You can get a mason jar, and every time you do some habit, put like a bead in it. You can get a big old calendar, and every time you do that habit, X out the calendar. Like, there's so many ways you can track yourself. But the gist is, if you want to make sure you do what you say you want to do, track yourself. And if you do the things you say you want to do, my bad. But if you do the things you say you want to do, you're going to be above everybody else. Here's a pro tip. If you want this tracking stuff to work, you need to have a cue that puts it in your mind to check what you're tracking. So when I track myself, I always track every single thing before I take a shower. So before I take my shower, I get in my room and I say, did I read today? Yes, I did. Check. Did I write today? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Check. Did I run 2 miles a day? Yes, I did. Check. Did I walk 2 miles a day? Oh no, I only walked 1 mile. Okay, I gotta go run. I gotta walk this 1 mile and then I can shower. I check my tracker every single time before I shower. So when I think about showering, I think about tracking. So if you can link your tracker to something so you'll always remember to do it, you are gonna be ahead of the crowd because those days of you doing the thing you want to do will start piling up, and you're not gonna procrastinate anymore. Because here's the great thing. When you start seeing your numbers rising and the days you go tracking yourself start rising, you're not going to want to break it. It's like a Snapchat streak. You don't want to break that stuff. You show up every day, no excuses, because you want to keep it. Well, the same thing will apply to your habit streaks. Do you know I have 800 plus days working out every single day? I would die and I lost that streak. That's 800 days. I mean, going outside every day and doing at least 1 mile walk. And I do more stuff than that, but at least 1 mile walk. If I lost that streak, I don't know what I'll do. And so that makes me much more obliged, much more compelled to go out and do those things. Because if I don't, I'm gonna... I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna be hurt. It's gonna be like a breakup. But really, if you want to put yourself above everybody else, if you want to stand out from the crowd, the best way to do that is to show up for your goals, show up for things you say you want to do. And the best way to make yourself show up is to track yourself and really hold yourself accountable for doing those things. So track yourself. I'm going to have my trackers pop up on screen so you can kind of get an example of how you can do that. But if you want more ideas on how to track yourself, literally just look up tracker ideas online. Go to Pinterest. You'll find some ways. Or if you want me to make a video telling you ways you can track yourself, I can do that too. Just make sure you're tracking yourself. That's the gist. Track yourself. And that also means you got to know what you want to track. So do you want to track how often you work out, how often you read, how often you work on your goals, how often you focus on something, how often you go for walks, how often you call your parents? It doesn't matter what it is. Just track it, alright? I promise you, if you track yourself, you'll be above everybody else because you'll actually be doing what you say you want to do. While most people just say they want to do things, but they don't do it. You'll be different because you'll be tracking yourself, alright? Now remember, take action, stay consistent, make goals happen, and I will see you later.